Hi there, folks. Meteorologist Ed Valley here, taking a look at the long range for today. These videos should go uninterrupted through the week. We will have one on Wednesday morning and Friday morning as well. I will not be doing those, though. John Hominick will be doing them. I will be traveling and I won't have my fancy microphone. So, John will take care of the videos Wednesday and Friday. So, look forward to that. Now, what we're going to do here today is just kind of look through the next 7 to 10 days of sensible weather. It's a travel week. But then we're going to talk about this warm pattern developing. We hinted at it last week. Modeling was just absolutely horrific to end last week. Just solutions were all over the place. But the thing that we caught on to midweek last week was the high latitude pattern just doesn't look ideal for cold. So we're going to talk about that, and we'll get you on your way for today. So to start the week, we have a cold front slicing through the east. I am in Florida. It is wet. It is warm here today, but cold is coming behind this little frontal boundary. It's a cold day in the east on Thursday, but the pattern here is very transient. You got this pattern kind of like this. You got a warm pattern with southerly winds in the plains. You got this cold diving into the northeast, but I'm telling you, it's a very transient pattern here. So we're seeing this cold in the east, and the thing here is we got another storm system developing for Thanksgiving. That can bring some rain to parts of the Ohio Valley Wednesday night into Thursday, but more cold comes in behind it. And you see here, that'll bring more cold into that northeast region, and that's going to be the theme here through the end of November. Here's the 29th. You notice quite a bit of cold air lingering, but by the 30th and especially by the 1st, as we've tried to say here, we're going to start warming this pattern back up. So the key here, though, if you look at the total precipitation through the next 10 days, there's not a lot of it, if we're being honest, in the Midwest and Plains. Only light amounts here in the east, but the Pacific Northwest getting crushed, South Texas getting crushed, and parts of Southeast Canada also seeing quite a bit of rain. But again, the mid-continent, not a lot of rainfall coming. And just an idea here through Thursday, again, it's a tenth to a half an inch of rain for most in the east, but again, not much to the northwest. Now, what I wanted to do here is I want to kind of focus on day-to-day temperatures. It's a cold day to start, or cold to start the week today and into Tuesday, but see all this warmth in the plains. By the middle of the week, that's going to expand for a lot of the central U.S. ahead of our Thanksgiving Day rain risk. But behind it, we get another jolt of cold air Thursday, Friday. Here it is Friday. And then into the weekend, you notice the northeastern third of the U.S. is cold, but it's pretty warm in the south. And as we head into early December here, what do we see? We see a lot of this warmth developing. And just to give you an idea, here's the give or take 50-degree isotherm. This is a quite a warm pattern. South of this line is 50. And you could argue that it's in here as well. But again, quite a bit of warmth in this type of pattern. All of this area is 50 plus. Okay. So that's pretty good for December 2nd, right? And you notice the colder temperatures are largely found up in Canada. It's all because of what we talked about last week. So let's go into this long range pattern a little bit. So this week, as we've been noting, big block near Greenland. That's what's driving this cold to end November in the Northeast. But what we're seeing here around day 7, let me pull up the European ensemble. There it is this. And it looks cold. It is to end November. You see this big block here? Little bit of a western ridge here, but this pattern in Alaska is not great. It's just not. So again, unless you can get high latitude blocking everywhere, you're going to see this pattern be largely transient. And by day 10, you'll notice just a horrendous pattern in Alaska with a big upper level low there. That is not a signal you like for cold. So by day 10, you see the warmth overspreading the plains and Midwest. By day 12, there it is into the Northeast. So looking day to day here at temperatures, just to give you an idea, this weekend you see the cold coming in, and you got a cold end to the month of November. Even into the 1st of December is cold in the east. But this warmth is just going to propel across the country here into the first week or so of December. And that's why we talked about it last week. You know, my job, as I've said, is to try to find the way this can go wrong, not right, right. You know, our forecast is hopefully what goes right, but our job is to also tell you how these things can change, and that's what we're doing, right? So, again, it does look like a pretty warm pattern here to open December for the first week. And even if you look at the heights here on day 15, Euro, GFS, and Canadian, let me pull up, there it is. You see the low heights in Western North America on every single model. You see that? That is just not a good signal for cold. Now, this cold will at times spread into the plains and Midwest, even into the Northeast at times. There is some semblance of a block here still in northern or Southeast Canada. So this isn't a complete torch pattern, I don't think, despite what some of our models are saying. If anything, I could see this being a little colder in the Northeast as, again, we see some of that blocking in the North Atlantic, at least at times, bring some colder air in. But this is not a very cold pattern to open December. Just full stop. That's what it is. And a reason for that is our teleconnections. Our teleconnections are NAO, positive, not good for cold. EPO, positive, not good for cold. PNA, going negative, not good for cold. That's the Western Ridge in North America is a positive PNA, but again, not great. So it's not a good look here. But again, the thing that intrigues me is this EPO trending in a better direction around day 15. And you're seeing it here. More ridging near Alaska. More ridging in the Aleutians here on the European and on the Canadian. But again, unless this can progress eastward, it's still not a great look for cold. But there are signs as we head into the middle of December, maybe if that EPO can go back negative, we do get some colder risk back in here. But the first week of December, as we see it now, does lean on the warmer side. And a big reason for that is here's the correlation between the EPO. If you have a negative EPO, or excuse me, a positive EPO, which we have, it's a warm look in the central eastern U.S. And then for the positive NAO, that is also a warm look in the eastern U.S. You see that? So generally speaking here, not a lot of cold to be found in the first week of December. We will elaborate on this in future videos and, of course, our one-on-one client meetings. And if you have questions, feel free to just let us know. Have a great day, and we'll be back Wednesday with another video.